you will be able to stop a great passing team.
He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Nice finish at the rim.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
Looking for his man. McConnell. Gordon up against Davon Reed. Nice pass to set things up.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First try, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Rivers to bring it into the front court. Down 2. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Here comes the screen. That'll get out off one of the Pacers. Rivers into the front court. They trail by 2. And scores at the rim, Jay. Good luck with K-Days, Jay. To Stevenson. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Rockets have the ball. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Screen coming. Nene with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First free throw is good.
Into the game for the Houston Rockets, number 10, Eric Gordon.
No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Rivers with the basketball. Down a point. Cruises inside for 2.
Ed, I'm telling you that every player in the league will make that shot. The defense has to be elevated.
Pacers with the possession to Stevenson. Here comes the screen. Stevenson sizing up Eric Gordon. Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
To Randolph. The big fella, Zach Randolph. 2-4 now.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Count it.
You hear coaches talk all the time about passing the ball on time and on target. As a passer myself, if I can deliver the ball to you in a position where I cannot give you options to think, but just go up and make the play easy, that's a win-win.
And and scores. Strong take.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Pacers control. Reed here against Green. Gets it in the right corner. And
the game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
nothing going here on that drive. The Pacers with 4 to shoot, going to launch beyond the arc. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Shot from the lane won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Here comes the screen. Fine to shoot. To Stevenson. Nene rejects it. 24-second violation. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Down the lane to lay it in.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
It's Indiana basketball.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Beyond the arc for 3. That's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
On the Pacers come away with the steal. Austin Rivers. Kenneth Reed powers it down.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Stevenson. Here comes the screen. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, short. Green with the basketball. Under a minute to go before halftime. To Rivers. Gerald Green. Knocked loose. That'll get out off one of the Pacers. It stays with Houston. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. For Reed. To Rivers. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Has has a chance. The shot by Rivers, no good. The follow won't go either. Goes reverse to lay it in.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
He was hacked. They let it go. So the difference, 3 points as we reach the break. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Rockets are in a close game thus far. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets. The Pacers aren't down by much after 2 quarters. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Indiana Pacers.
Game track. Bench points.
Can make for some interesting rotations. Keep an eye on the substitution patterns in the second half.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Indiana with the basketball. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes 2 of us.
Trying to cash in. Rivers shot there, won't go. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
For 3, gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
With the fadeaway, burns him for the basket.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in three-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a two-point shot relevant these days.
Missed it. How'd that not go down? Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
To Gerald Green. Miles Turner able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Reed against Gordon. Goes to the left side. Deep left corner. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Pacers with the possession. Tosses. A pass taken away by the Rockets. Austin Rivers to Fareed. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Number 25, Austin Rivers.
To Turner. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Here's a chance from long range. Message received. Well defended. Rivers to bring it into the front court. Leads one. A lot of contact. No whistle. To Turner. Gets it in the left corner. Down to 5 on the 24. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Green with the basketball. Leads just a point. To Rivers. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Austin Rivers trying to cash in on the three-point play. Career mark of 64%. Unable to connect on the free throw. The follow won't go either. Kicks it around the perimeter to Stevenson. Here comes the screen. From the paint. Area won't go down. And he finishes at the rim.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Reed, guarded by the former Dookie. 5 to shoot for Indiana. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
To Gerald Green. Miles Turner, huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Tough looking shot there, still gets it to go down.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Finishes strong.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about
it. To Stevenson from long range. The rebound belongs to Houston. It's Rockets ball. Gerald Green to Fareed. Domantas Sabonis sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And that's rebounded by Houston. Knocked loose. Pacers come up with it. Nothing going here on that drive. To Turner. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Ed, I remember this in so much detail. I was watching the NBA pre-draft camp, and I saw Miles Turner run. And myself and all the scouts, everybody's like, whoa, wait a second. What is that? But I give the Pacers a lot of credit. They had a trainer that worked with his gait, and now that's exactly who he is. A big that can run down, block shots, and be active on the perimeter defensively.
Here comes the screen. Oh, straight down the middle for two.
Eric Gordon finished second in the six-man the year voting after winning the previous year. But what's even more astonishing is watching his development at his time in Houston. In New Orleans, often it looked like he was lost. But there's no doubt about it. In H-Town last year, he found a second life.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Stevenson. Oh, bad pass.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Pacers control.
Austin Rivers.
To Stevenson. Here comes the screen. Stevenson matched up with Rivers.
Watch that cut.
And the rebound comes down to the Rockets. Green with the basketball. His team up by 7. To Rivers. The drive right to the basket. Miles Turner swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Stevenson. For 3. That won't go. Gordon with it. Lead stands at 7. Miles Turner pins it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Miles Turner. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. McConnell. Austin Rivers to Fareed. Pacers have it. Turner. And the finish at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made us let him get that close to the rim.
And now Houston has the basketball. Oh, emphatic slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Turner. Oh, Miles Turner. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Fareed at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 65% free throw shooter. One free throw, count it. It's a 3-point play, and the lead up to 8. It's Indiana basketball. To Turner. Probing the defense. Here comes the screen. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. To Randolph. Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, Zach Randolph. Not much more the defense could have done. Hits the contested 3.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Navigating through traffic. The screen sets him up for 2.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Austin Rivers to McConnell. Miles blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Domantas Sabonis with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Here comes the screen. Stevenson to Turner. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Jeremy Lamb. Substitution being made in this one. Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Gets it in the right corner. Beyond the arc for three. And he knocks it down, Jay.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Screen coming.
Fires the three, and he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
And fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Desperation shot here from half court. It'll be Rockets basketball here as we start the fourth quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
Miles Turner snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Turner. Here comes the screen. Jones with it. Up 5. Able to convert inside.
There you go. Finally. Shoot your shot.
Deep left corner. Here comes the screen. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. For 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
This game comes down to micro adjustments. Slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to threes. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
McConnell to Randolph. Gordon defended by Reed. Knocked loose. Pacers come up with it. Here comes the screen. Knocks it down off the step back.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Here comes the screen. To Turner. Oh, he had it. Jones with it. Up 6. Off the assist.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Count the basket inside.
Bread and butter, and there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Gordon with it, up by 6. To McConnell. Not that time. Here comes the screen. Five seconds to shoot.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. McConnell to Randolph. Can't connect from inside. Here comes the screen. Ah, rocking the rim. He climbed the ladder on that. To Randolph. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Turner. Oh, Miles Turner. 4 out of 10.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
McConnell. That's out. Last touch by Domantas Sabonis. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Austin Rivers to Randolph.
About to go to work.
Indiana with the basketball. Screen coming.
Screen left coming, screen left
Sabonis
coming, screen
picked
left.
up by Rivers. Fires the three. No good. Jones with it. They lead it. 4-point game.
Watch cut, watch cut.
Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Has a look. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Screen coming. Doesn't get the bounce. Gets to the basket and scores.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
The mark on the first free throw. Misses the second as well. Reed, defended by Rivers. Here's a chance from long range. That's good D. Shot no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Knocked loose. Pacers have it. Rims out, and the rebound taken by Chandler. Green with the basketball. It's an 8-point lead. Goes reverse to lay it in.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Rivers. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Tyson Chandler tips it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Rebound belongs to Indiana. Knocked loose. That one out of bounds off a Rocket. It remains Pacers basketball. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Tyson Chandler with the block. That's his third block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Austin Rivers has got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. And hits the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Miles Turner. Knocked loose. Pacers come up with it. Defense forces the turnover, and it leads to points.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Rivers. To Gerald Green. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
From the painted area, won't go down. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
The screen sets him up for 2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Rivers into the front court. The lead is 11. To Fareed. Here comes the screen. To Rivers. Has a chance. Here's the step back.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Nothing going here on that drive. 5 to shoot for Indiana. Tough make through traffic.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Rivers. Runner here won't go. Pacers with the possession. Lays it up and in.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Jones with it. It's a 9-point lead. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Goes to the left side. Lamb, guarded by Tyus Jones. Rockets have the steal.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Oh, I missed a short one there. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. And the margin down to 8. Knocked loose. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Cashes in for 2.
This is a statement game for this unit. This defense has generated a lot of easy offense. And the one thing we know in the league, easy offense is hard to come by.
Oh, but they call goaltending and count the basket. Houston with the basketball.
That's me. I got ball. It's all me.
Cleared by the Pacers. To Turner. Lets it fly from long range. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Kenneth Faried rejects it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. You've got to get that one to go. It's the Rockets who are victorious as they take care of business at home. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets won this game after a close finish. The statistic that seems to stand out in 3D is their assists. So many of their points were made possible by their team chemistry, and it was great to see. Check out the leading scores for the Houston Rockets. The Pacers lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. Chemistry was clearly not the issue today because they were definitely sharing the ball well. Still, that does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.